Okay.
Yeah.
So Dad was working on this play, but you didn't meet on this play. Tell me
That was
about the
before
play
we
and how you
met.
guys met.
Okay, my best friend Sally Sanderson was a drama major, and she had been dating a pre-law student who graduated from K-State, went to law school in Topeka, and she wanted to go to Topeka weekends to spend the weekend with him, but we always had rehearsals on the weekends, and so she was the student director for Macbeth. So she asked me if I would hold the book for her on the weekends while she was gone. So I did, and that's how I happened to be working on Macbeth when Bill was,
Oh.
and met Bill. And it kind of went to pot from there.
I guess so. So what did you guys have an attraction immediately for each other?
How did we actually? I don't know. He probably asked me for a date.
Because Dad's so shy.
I know. And I remember didn't we go to a formal dance during Macbeth or right after that
That
time?
was later on in the spring, I think.
Anyway, that's how we met. And I don't know. He probably asked me for a date, and we went to movies or something of that. That was usually when you went on a date. You usually went to the movies.
Yeah.
And you might have gone to dinner before or after, but that was the normal date thing you did. Or if there was a dance, you go to the dance. So that was how we met, and it just devolved from there.
So you guys continued dating all through college while you were in the barracks, Dad? Is that what it's called? The
No,
Yeah,
he was living in the power plant.
power plant.
He was working on the building and maintenance crew, and he got free room in the power
Wow.
plant. So that was good. And then I was a senior at the time, and I graduated, and then I got a job working for Macy's in Kansas City, and that's kind of an interesting thing in itself. I saw the notice that there was going to be an interviewer for what they call the Junior Executive Training Squad at Macy's. And it was going to be in the home ec building. So I signed up for an interview. And being a town girl, I went home. I had on a red suit. I put on hose and heels. And I went to the interview. I was the only one dressed up.
Oh.
Everybody else was in their sweaters and
Casual.
skirts
Oh.
and saddle shoes, and I'm fully convinced that's probably why I got the job. But of course, I did have a good scholastic record in the business department. So anyway, I got the job in Kansas City. He was still in pre-med, and then the next year was actually. I remember to go back to. We went out for dinner at Shoes Restaurant. Remember Shoes? Shoes Restaurant?
Oh, yeah.
And it was a very nice restaurant just outside of town. And we came back, and then he asked me to marry him.
Oh my gosh, after how long?
I don't know, how long we've been dating?
Oh, at
It was
least
probably, I don't know, Macbeth was probably in the fall. And this would have been in the spring.
Year and a half or so, I guess.
Yeah, so anyway.
Wow, Dad, that's pretty gutsy.
So anyway,
Yeah.
of course, I went to Kansas City to go to work, and he stayed in vet school. And
Did you say yes immediately?
Yes, I did.
Because of this exotic foreigner from the East?
Yeah. I thought he was a very sophisticated Eastern
Oh.
because he had this accent.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, I thought, he's from New York.
Oh,
he's
boy.
a sophisticated guy. Of course, I come to find out I've never even been to New York City.
Oh, no.
Very rural New York.
Our family historically has stayed away from cities.
Yeah.
I mean, really, everything I've studied about both the Feeder and the Jewett
Yeah.
side, they rarely lived in any cities.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of veterinary, I wanted to, let's see, these are all just, there's a picture here somewhere of the actual vet. Just going to run through some old photos. You've got, does this mean anything to you, this photo?
That's Calvin Hall, isn't it?
No, it's Willard, I think.
Oh, that's Willard. What was that, chemistry?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but
that's
this
what
one-
I meant, Willard, yeah.
This is the one I wanted to tell to Dad.
No, wait a minute. It's Van Zyl.
That's a dormitory.
Okay, Dad, this is one that's got to mean something to you. Can you tell us about your time at the veterinary department and what it was like to learn?
Oh, yeah.
Was it like
I think that was Leisure Hall.
because you had already done veterinary work with your uncle Phelps, right?
Sister-in-law, brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Right,
Yeah.
brother-in-law. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right, of course, yeah.
No, just to summarize all these pictures of the campus, but every picture with a fringe edge was taken on the same day.
Oh,
I borrowed Charlie Wooster's, which was one of our roommates at Mama Mac's, and
That was the administration building.
I wanted some pictures to take back to show my folks, and so I borrowed Charlie's camera, and I think it was on a Sunday. I just walked around the campus and took a whole roll of pictures, and that's why. And that's what they were.
now what was the veterinary program like? Because you had some experience in veterinary medicine, right? A little bit.
My brother-in-law Harold was a veterinarian,
Yeah.
and so and I grew up as a kid. Our neighbor Doc Potter was a veterinarian, and Truxton, and so I knew a little bit about what a rural veterinarian farmer was, and then I was with Ann and Harold for 2 years, and I helped Harold.
Anderson doorstop is on order.
I guess you'd call it a cattle boy now, but so that's how that.
Was that your first inspiration to become a veterinarian?
Oh, probably.
Yeah. That and growing up on the farm.
I don't know. You don't dwell on all that stuff.
Yeah, it just happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll go to vet school.
Yep.